What's going on, everybody? Your Dark Avenger Chris here, and welcome back to another Dark Avenger haul. But wait a minute. Didn't I just do an announcement where I mentioned that this video was going to be going back to my channel? Yes, I actually did. And I mentioned it here. I mentioned it over on my channel. And that's exactly what was set to happen. Not exactly this week. It was set to happen next week with the first week of August books. However, since making that announcement, people have been messaging me, asking me why I wanted to move it. There were a few people that were like, I found it on Comic Frontline. I liked it on Frontline. A lot of people started watching on Frontline. So, for those of you that follow me on Twitter, Dark Avenger C86 on Twitter, I decided that before I make the definitive decision, even though I kind of did make the definitive decision that I was going to move it back to my channel, but before I made it solid and did the first haul video since May, the last haul video I did was in May, right before we had, was it before the 2-week break? Or was it, I don't know. I did it around the end of May. But anyway, before I decided to start the haul videos up again, I said to myself, okay, there are a lot of people that are asking me to keep it on Frontline. It's not the heart and soul of Dark Avenger C86 like the comic review. Let's do a poll. So anybody who followed me on Twitter got notified that I put up a poll. I set it for, I set it for 24 hours on Dark Avenger Live. The truth was I set it for 2 days. So it was 48 hours. What's up, Shamar? And I set it for 48 hours. I let the poll go for the 2 days. And honestly, moving the haul video back to Dark Avenger C86 was winning. 55 to 45. Or was it 55 to, yeah, no, 45. But then with the last couple of hours left on the poll, I think a total of 4 or 5 other people voted. And you guys voted, the 5 of you that were left, voted to keep it here on Comic Frontline. So I forgot, I think the poll pushed, it was over 50% to keep it here, and it was under 40% or under 45% to bring it to my channel. So you guys won. The poll finished. I deleted it. I wasn't going to keep it around. It was a secret if you follow me on Twitter poll. So this is why you should follow me on Twitter. Dark Avenger C86. Twitter.com/Dark Avenger C86. Because you never know when I'm going to do a secret poll to get your guys' opinions before I do something. That was the first of possibly many. I don't know. But wait a minute. I just said hi to Shamar. We're live. That's right. I'm doing this whole video live, completely unedited, completely raw. There's a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff that came this week. A lot of stuff accumulated over the couple of weeks that we haven't been doing this live show, such as this awesome gaming headphone set that, give me that, Tony, that Iron Man's holding. We actually got this. I have it on him because we were gaming last night, but this is our new headset for PlayStation. Works 20 times better. Really cool stuff. And let's see if I plug it in. I'm afraid if I plug it in, it's going to kick me off. I hope it doesn't kick me off live, but if you plug it in, it actually has. But that's only if you plug it in via USB. But when I'm on the PlayStation, I only need to use the other jack. So no light feature. It has a light feature. I guess if you want to use it for the computer, you can get the lights to work. But for PlayStation, that doesn't happen unless you want to literally have your PlayStation box right next to your head, because the wire for the USB is like that long. But that's one extra. That's one thing out of the way. But there's a lot more that we have. And then I also have another pile of books that I've accumulated over the month that I was going to do special at the end of the month. And we're at the end of the month. So I got a pile of books here. And there was a wonderful commenter over on my good friend Mike Spider Slayer's haul not 2 weeks ago who was talking about these covers and actually insisted that we were all wrong. So for this whole video, I also brought my proof. My definitive proof, even though I don't owe anybody proof, especially because we all know that it's true, but I decided I'm going to be a smart ass. I could do this thing. If I have the resource, we have the abilities, we have the equipment. I forgot how it goes. We have the will, the know-how. Jeez, wow. I can't believe I forgot that saying. We have the technology. There we go. We have the technology and we have the means, so we're going to do it. So, but first, let's do what the main haul video is all about. First, let's talk about the books that came out this week. And this came out last week. I just wanted to throw it out there because it might still be free at your local comic shops, and that is Generation Spotlight. This gives you some spotlights and some heads up about things that are going to be coming out in the Generations books. And, of course, a promo for Marvel Legacy 1, which you all know that I'm getting, but I'm sure a few of you are going to be grabbing also. I'm sorry, I've got to give Marvel a chance. I gave DC a chance, and they wowed me with Rebirth, so I got to give Marvel a chance. Maybe they'll wow me with Legacy. So, this week's books, the last week of July, and Michael's books are on top because he probably read them today. Got Teen Titans issue number 10. I apologize for the glare. There is, honest to God, nothing I can do, and I'm not going to take them all out of their covers either. I'll try to push it like that so you can see it a little bit better. Got Punisher issue number 14. I like this cover a lot. It's a really nice cover. For some reason, I forgot to order this from DCBS. I ordered it from Midtown, and I got to give them credit. I ordered this on Wednesday, and it got here on Saturday. Midtown's books obviously came today. I'm doing this live show today. It's Saturday. Super Sons issue number 6. I don't know how I missed it from DCBS. Have it now, sticking it into this week's review on my channel instead, and I'll discuss it this week. Obviously, it won't be in my top 5 because that was last week's book, but I'll still review it and stuff on the Dark Avenger comic book review, or discuss it more. XMen of War issue number 5. That's Mike's book. I'm surprised. Oh, we got some more of Michael's books. I guess because I had Super Sons, I got it today. It mixed in with Michael's books. Hellblazer issue number 12. Now, Michael did not get the, I don't remember ordering that cover, but okay. Michael did not buy the Grim Fairy Tale swimsuit special. But seeing as on the wall over there, if you could see it barely, on the corner of where Superman is, you see the swimsuit issue 4 Street Fighter. Well, Mike got the 2017 swimsuit special for this year's Street Fighter. Is there something on the back? Is it a wrap cover? No, it's just I like how they do these figures in the back of the covers. But anyway, yep, swimsuit. We'll probably end up switching it out, even though I love Elena. That's Elena from Street Fighter. I love that. I don't know. Maybe we'll put this next to it instead. I don't know. We'll see. We're not perverts, though. We don't want to have swimsuit issues up on our wall, though that's supposed to be for covers we really like. So either we'll switch it out or I don't know. Justice League of America issue number 11. Mike's still getting that one physically. And now we're into my book, so I'm looking forward. We just did Secret Empire issue 6 this past week. Well, now we're going to get issue number 7. This is where a lot of the stuff that we saw from Civil War 2 is supposed to transpire or possibly transpire. I don't know. I did not read it yet. I can't tell you guys where the book's ending or anything, but I'm looking forward to reading it. I can tell you guys that. Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, issue number 5. The actual fight between Kane and Ben, finally, after last issue's very false cover. Batman, the Shadow, issue number 4. This was confirmed to get a sequel series. I'm looking forward to the sequel series. Action Comics 984, the final part to the Revenge Squad. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps issue 25. I did already read this, though, and I will say, wow. Very much wow. Edge of the Venomverse issue number 3. Now, I actually do have some news about Venomverse. Obviously, we got all the Edge of the Venomverse books. I don't know if any are coming out next month, but if they are, we did. Hello? Rob Wise, what's going on? I think there's a lot of people in trouble if that makes someone a... No, I know. I'm just joking around, Rob. I'm just joking around. But we did get all the physical copies of Edge of the Venomverse. Now, what's going on is in the month of, I believe our pre-orders were for September. In the month of September, we have Venomverse going on weekly from Marvel for $3.99. And then we also have Batman Dark Matter going on in DC. DCBS had a really great deal for all of the Dark Matter books from DC. We got those. We decided to hold off on Venomverse and see how it is digitally, and probably the main Venomverse series. If the first 2 issues are really good, I'll get the individual issues. I'll just go back on Midtown like I always do and get the first 2 and get the 3rd and the 4th. But if apparently somebody's trying to fix their motorcycle. But if the series isn't that good, we won't feel bad. Or if we have to wait till the very end to say whether we liked it or not, I'll just wait for the trade paperback. As you guys know, if I don't get things right away, I usually get them in trade. If Venomverse is truly good, because the edge of the Venomverse has been hit or miss for me so far. If Venomverse is good, I'll either get it in individual issues or trade. But I wanted to get Batman Dark Matter because it looks really interesting. And also the Dark Matter part of the DC Universe looks interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to start it digital and then debate if I'm going to get it physical, or start it physical and then start chopping off other books. I feel like, and I think DN said this yesterday on Dark Avenger Live, DC's giving us a lot of new books, but they're not taking any books away, so they just keep adding and adding, and I don't want to have a lot of books. And this isn't just for review purposes. This is reading, reviewing, and also collection-wise. Piles get very high very fast. What's up, Spartan? We've got Batman Detective Comics 961 continuing the Azrael story with Zatanna and lots of awesomeness. Saga issue 45. Can you imagine that? We actually have on our wall, well, it's covered right now, but we have Saga issue number 1. I remember when this first came out, ironically enough, when Saga issue 1 came out, I believe me and Sydney were just dating about a couple, maybe 3 months. 45 issues later, a child later, 5.5 years actually. We just celebrated our 5.5 year anniversary this past Thursday. It was crazy. It's crazy how time just flies. Now I got, and I if you guys saw the review, you saw it. TMNT Universe, I got a special cover. It looked like Shredder. It did their regular cover price, but it had Shredder on the cover. Well, for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 72, it has Raphael on the cover, and I think these, I'm really happy I got these. I don't know if they're doing any more of these, but if they do finish the Turtles off and do more for the universe, I'll absolutely be grabbing these. They might have actually, I'm not reading the book. I want to see if they actually made multiple covers for, no, they didn't. Okay. They didn't. They made a Funko variant. They made a Kevin Eastman incentive cover, and then the regular cover. Also, what was supposed to come out this week was TMNT Usagi Yojimbo, the crossover. I did not get it from DCBS. I'll have to review it digitally on the Dark Avenger review. I think it's because I got the hardcover special edition, and I think that's coming next week instead. I also ordered a trade, and I also ordered something else, and they didn't come this week either, and they were from this month, so I'm guessing that those are all set to come separately, maybe because they're books instead of comic books. I'm not sure. But I did get Lock and Key, the book with my comics, so I don't know. I'm not sure how they're going to work it. Maybe they're delayed, some of them. We'll find out because we'll be doing this whole video from now on, so when they come is when you guys will know. So anyway, we've got X-Men Blue issue number 8. I hate Emma Frost, but I gotta say this is a really nice cover. What's up, Darth Vader? Man, the dark side is strong every time I stream, man. How you doing? So also out this week, it is the last week of the month, so we have, pardon the background noise. Obviously, I'm recording this at 6 o'clock in the PM, so there are people here now, but we're gonna ignore them. We're gonna just, this is about us. Previews, issue number 347, or magazine number 347, or 347 period. I love this book. This book gives us all the stuff that we want to know about from the comic realm that we want to pre-order every single month. I'm going to leave this guy over here because this is a very, very, very thick book. We're going to actually put this underneath everything because it'll squash everything. And with previews, I'm doing good, Darth Vader. I'm doing very good. Thanks for asking. Also, with previews, you get a free preview because Marvel has a lot of books. Marvel decided to pull their page section out of previews and make their own special magazine. If you didn't want to get previews, the whole magazine, if you're just a Marvel fan, you can buy this. It's, I believe, 99 cents also, or 50 cents, or 75 cents, or whatever the hell they're charging for this little magazine. Just get previews. It's a big book, yes, but hell, 99 cents, you get that, you get this. And now, once again, If you buy previews, you get Image Plus with previews for free. This is Image Plus issue number 16. Let's look at the poster. I always like looking at the poster. It's not a poster this time, is it? No, it isn't? Really? Okay. It's not a poster this time. It's more preview artwork. That's okay. Every once in a while, they take the poster out and they decide to do preview artwork instead. We still have Here Comes Negan, or Here's Negan. I believe this is it. If I'm correct, this is the ever-loving conclusion. Because we have Lucille, and yeah, here's Negan. It's the grand finale. So I don't know what Image Plus will have next, but I'm still getting Image Plus. I was not getting Image Plus strictly for Negan. I do like when comic companies do these little extras, you know, when it comes to news and stuff. And this is all Image directly. And Image has a lot of new series that pop up and out every once in a while. Rose was one. We had Birthright. We have what do you call it? Paper Girls. There's so many series that come out of Image. It's good to be on top of them. So now I'm gonna leave the stuff that we're gonna prove another guy, a person, wrong later. We're gonna go into what also came out this week. This actually just came out. This just came out yesterday, and I got lucky, and it actually showed up. I have fuzz. It's a Funko. Oh, it is a Funko. It's a Funko Pop, and it's WWE. It's Chris Jericho. The List. You guys know, when I heard, was it, we can get pages of witches to replace, here's it. Yeah, that's true. Have you heard about Chester? Yes, I have, man. It's heartbreaking. That was most of my childhood, was Linkin Park. And you get the little WWE sticker. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I'm not one. If it's a collector's edition figure, I usually like to leave it in the box, even though I took out my Clark Kent Hot Topic figure. But we're gonna open this because Chris Jericho, as awesome as a wrestler he is, and as you know, in my opinion, I would love Chris Jericho to be around for many, many years. I don't feel like the Funko Pop will ever go really skyrocket in value unless he dies tomorrow. Which if he does, I'll be more heartbroken than when Chester died, because Chris Jericho is one of my faves. But there you go, Chris Jericho. Come on, holding the list, and I love how his underwear actually say GOAT. He's got the list. Is any name on the list? Actually, no names are on the list. It's a blank paper. That's awesome though. There you got Jericho. Look at that. They even went down as far as to get the actual. Come on. Too close, maybe? There you go. To try to get the tattoos in there as well. That's awesome when they actually go the extra mile to get the detail down. I am really, really happy with this Chris Jericho figure. As you guys know, I created the Dark Avenger list where I put the books I drop, and there was a second list coming that never came to be because it was never, I had to have it made. Maybe one day, but not today. But I love this figure. Chris Jericho always comes up with some of the best gimmicks. The List, Never, Ever, and a few other really good ones like Stupid Idiot. I mean, whenever Chris Jericho's on stage, I'm always entertained. If WWE keeps Jericho around for a while longer, I will be a very happy man. So there's the Chris Jericho Funko. Now, that was from this week. Also, the dark side of the Avengers. What's up, Larry Lawhorn? What's going on, man? Also, what I received this week. Now, this is a Kickstarter I got this week. And I already reviewed this book on my channel. If you'd like to see the review, I did it during my 400 celebration. Very good. Celebration weekend. And that is Like Father, Like Daughter, issue number 4. This issue is going to be going up where issue 3 is. This issue is going to be replacing issue 3, and then when issue 5 comes out, it'll be replacing issue 4, and that's how we're going to do it. So this issue is going to be going up right here. You'll be seeing it over here after this video. I'm not going to do it on video. You guys are going to be bored seeing my butt as I'm putting this on the wall. But Like Father, Like Daughter, issue 4, I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was an enjoyable read. You should be reading this freaking series. Awesome, awesome book. It would have been in my top 5 if I was on the week I actually reviewed the book. Technically, it's now out. So when books like Independence, like Kat's book or my book, when we release the book, we don't release it on a standard Wednesday. As a matter of fact, I believe I released my book on a Monday. So it's hard to put it within a week worth of release books. But yeah, it would have been in my top 5 for sure. Man, I'm sorry you quit collecting comics, man. That's horrible to end up quitting. How come you quit? I'd love to know. Also, some extras you get for backing the Kickstarter. Off Day, which is a mini comic. Also, I want to see where I could put these. I don't want them to get ruined because there are things that I really, really like coming up. We have Like Father, Like Daughter, issue 3.5, which I actually talked about this book on the review as well. See, now this is what I like. When I order a comic book and they offer art, when they put it on standard paper, like comic book paper that can bend and whatever, or even worse, if they put it in the cylinder and it's already bent into a circle, I hate that. How about John Rand on? I don't watch Game of Thrones, my friend. I still have my Ninja Turtles sheet like that one. Man, this is my childhood sheet. So that's funny. And welcome to the live stream, Rolicon. I hope I said that right. Yeah, man, this is my childhood sheet. This is the last. Well, no, I think we have the others too, but this one was on my bed when I was a kid, but I love it as the backdrop for over here. That's why I picked it, and that's why I use it. But when people who do Kickstarters go the extra mile, number one, they give you it in an envelope instead of in a, like I said, a cylinder. And also, listen to it. You hear that? That I was hitting the mic. This is cardboard, like a harder paper. This is nice. This is something that you could put a frame around if you want, and the picture comes out nice. It's not like you're getting a piece of paper. You're getting an actual picture. It feels like a poster, and I like that. So here's one. I don't know the artists on all of them. I'm sorry. If Kat was in the comments, I'm sure she'd be able to tell you guys. Maybe she can post live. Kat, let everybody know. Here's another one. I really like this one. I'm sorry if my head is peeking out around the pictures. I want to make sure that they're on screen. Another one. I like all the pictures, by the way. If I have enough frames, I'll probably end up framing them all. Another one. This one's one of my favorites. I have my favorites on the bottom. What's next? Metal paper. Dude, you'd be surprised, Darth Vader. There are certain chromium. There is chromium paper, which isn't metal, but there are. All right, you see on the wall over there? You see those two framed in red covers? Those are 24 karat gold metal Action Comics #1, or Superman #1 and Action Comics #1 covers. Those are actual metal, lined and made also with 24 karat gold. So metal paper does exist already, my friend. And here's the last one. Yeah, those are 24 karat gold, limited edition. I think there were only, this was when I was like 11 years old, those came out. Those are, I think, limited 350 and 500. I don't know which one's 350. I think the 350 was the Action Comics. The 500 was Superman #1. But those are made of metal and 24 karat gold. All the yellow is 24 karat gold. Certificate of authenticity is connected to the back of the whole picture is the red border with the sticker and then the metal sheet. And then if you were to take it out of that frame that I put it in, I had to take the glass off. It wouldn't fit with glass. But if you were to go behind it, take the backing out, the certificate of authenticity is actually glued to the back of it. Not glued, but it's connected to the back of those two pictures. The one thing I don't like is over time, even regardless of glass or no glass, the oxygen kind of starts to suck the color out of it, and it sucks. And there's no sun that touches that because the sun rises on this side of my house and it sets over here. So this wall is completely protected from any type of sunlight. The sun doesn't even go on that side where my window is. So those are protected. It's just over time, I guess, they do start to fade. The inking on the metal and the gold starts to fade. It happens. What can you do? So now, this is going to be the recap part. We got a lot of games in the past couple of weeks, and I'm not going to promote my Twitch for like the 100th time. And hello to all 6 of you. Thank you for being here. This was an impromptu live Dark Avenger haul video. Celebrating 52, by the way. Ironically, 52. DC 52. Anyway, we got a lot of games. If you'd like to know about my Twitch, it's same name as my YouTube. Just go on twitch.tv. I was just tired of Marvel and DC Comics changing what I love about my favorite characters. Larry, I understand. A lot of people left comics after DC's New 52. A lot of people left comics when Marvel just kept redoing, you know, Marvel Now, Marvel, what do you call it? Brand new Marvel Now, all new Marvel Now. I understand, Larry. I got into comics almost 3 years ago, and independent comics keep me going. Independent comics keep everybody going, man. I would just like to point out the Celestial Falcon and Like Father, Like Daughter, and there's Grim Fairy Tales, or that's Godstorm. There's Robin Hood. If you notice the back of my wall, Argo 5. There are a lot of independent books on this. Origins Unknown by my good friend Victor Dandridge Jr. He's going to be doing possibly another Origins Unknown very soon. I'm looking forward to that. So there are a lot of books outside. Lady Death is another book I love. There are a lot of books out there that aren't DC and Marvel that definitely keep a lot of people going. Marvel or DC? I grew up on DC, man. How's that Mega Man comic behind you? This one or this one? There's two. The one with the white background or the one at the convention? This is the both of these Michael got at Comic-Con, and that one's a Sonic book. These two he got 3 years ago at Comic-Con. This one he got a year ago at Comic-Con. They're from the Boom Studios. Not the Boom, the Archie booth, because the artists and the writers were there. The white one. That's Mega Man X. Michael, we got that from the store, from the what do you call it, the booth. It's a convention exclusive. He had it signed by the 2 artists and that were on the book, or 3 artists and the writer and the 2 artists that were on the book. This is autograph wall, Brolacon. All of these books are signed. All of these. All of these books are not signed, but they're just our favorite covers and whatnot. Some more. So. This one is a convention exclusive. I would say go on eBay and try to find it. I got my Like Father, Like Daughter. Number 4. What a great story. I agree. Kat's writing is doing. Kat is writing is very good. And this story is amazing so far. Do I have any Stan Lee signed stuff? I have a Stan Lee autobiography book that he signed. I got that a couple of years ago. I would love to have a comic book signed by Stan Lee. Maybe someday. Not today, but someday. But I do have Dan Jurgens. I do have Alex Ross. Those are a few I really wanted. The creator of Lady Death also I got. What's his last name? I keep forgetting his last name. But I got his signature as well. I got a Kevin Eastman up there. Signed TMNT Universe #1. He did the actual cover art for that book. That was also a convention exclusive cover. I got it CGC'd. I love Kevin Eastman. So I've got most of my favorite writers on there. Where can I get your book, Chris? My book is at, I'm going to type it in. This is probably going to be, what do you call it, a little delayed. Because I'm sending it, you're seeing it, but you're not seeing me tell you yet. Kevin Eastman, yeah. I love Kevin Eastman. He's TMNT is one of my favorite independent books of all time. But anyway, I'm doing streaming. We're doing some stream gaming. I've actually reconnected my Xbox to my Twitch. PlayStation's now attached to Twitch. So we got a lot of games. Michael actually ended up getting the collector's edition for Tekken 7, which came with a steel book. Where am I going to put this up? Put it here so it doesn't fall. We got Injustice 2, the collector's edition steel book as well, which comes with the season pass. I got Dirt 4 because it was dirt cheap. Ironically, puns. There was a sale. Nio. Michael actually got gift certificates at the end of his school year for work, so he's like, let's get some games. So I got Nio. I probably said that wrong. He got Pac-Man Champion Edition 2. Obviously, this just came out at the end of June, Crash Bandicoot. I believe I showed this on my last haul. I'm not too sure if I showed it or not, but I'm going to show Crash Bandicoot again to be safe. We got the Bioshock Collector's Edition. I might have shown some of these already. I'm just covering my butt. The Crew Ultimate. Now, the Ultimate Edition. Get this if you ever want to get the Crew, because this has all the DLC attached to it. Do not get the Standard Edition or else you're going to be very sorry. What is the con for Mega Man X? That was New York Comic Con. Sega and IDW Publishing dash forward with partnership deal. I know. I'm very happy about that. Mike was very happy about that too. And this was just released last week. Fortnite. I've streamed this 3 times on my Twitch channel already. If you'd like to see some hour-long gameplay of it, you can go over to my channel. I will be downloading, chopping the video up, and posting it on Frontline Gaming Zone soon. Thanks for looking up now. Awesome, man. Now, do we have anything else to go? No, we have just these. Now, I have another separate pile of comic books. Only twice this year are we doing this. We're doing it for this month that just passed from Marvel, and we're doing it again in October from Marvel, and I'll tell you why in a moment. And obviously, I'm gonna do it in the same fashion. I'm gonna wait till they're all here. Every month, Marvel does 29 books in a special variant cover. Cover price, not extra. If you buy from Midtown, you still get the 15% off. Unfortunately, DCBS only gives you the % off on the standard covers or the cover Bs. If it's an incentive or a variant of any kind, they charge you cover price, which isn't bad. But at the same time, if I get a 15% off, I'll bite the bullet with Midtown. This past month, all of July long, the variants were, and also these variants can reach into different comics. For example, Black Panther, Amazing Spider-Man, Daredevil, Miss Marvel. These are special variant covers, 29 of them across all the Marvel books. And they do this, and there's a whole collection. This month, I had to get the whole collection. They did Venomize a couple of months ago. The first version. The second version, I believe, is coming in. Is it coming in September? Might be coming in September. But this month was the X-Men 90s cards. Now, for those of you that don't know the X-Men 90 cards, I actually have them in a book already. I did a showing of these on Dark Avenger Live, but here they are. They are official cards. They are real. They came out in the 90s. I'll take one out and show you guys even. Let's find one that's a variant, shall we? Well, what do you know? Perfect. Okay, hold on. Here's Storm. This is all of these cards are from the X-Men line. These are from Jim Lee. 92, I don't know. But these are, I'm sorry, you're right. Thank you. Thank you, Brolacon. They're 92 Marvel Entertainment Group, Inc., Storm, Marvel. Well, here you go. It's from 92. It's the 92 Marvel X-Men Impel, I believe. It says Impel. Impel card series. They took 29 pictures that Jim Lee did for the card series, and to the Edge Network. What's going on, my friend? No X-Men series. 2 cards are the best. I got the whole series, so I love it. So Marvel took these cards, penciled them up a little bit. I believe I forgot how they explained it. They basically touched them up and made a comic book cover variant from them. Now, there was a little bit of a debate. We'll call it a debate. Everybody who was in the comments knows it better, but we're going to call it a debate. There was a debate that these Jim Lee just did, or Jim Lee did these pictures a while ago and he's making money off of them. No. Jim Lee's signature, Jim Lee's name is on the book. It is on the book. It's on all the books. However, when he made these cards, he did them on commission. This is back in 92. He was just starting off. He signed them, commission work. Once he finished doing the cards, he made money off of the cards or the art for the cards. And that was it. The end. He got paid to do the cards. All proceeds after that go to Marvel Comics, Marvel Entertainment. It is not going back in. So no, Jim Lee does not get, I mean, if he does get a tiny percentage, I would say that's a lot. But Jim Lee does not get the percentage. These are all variants based off of the 92 X-Men Marvel card series. I have each and every one of these books. I'm not going to go through all the cards to show you guys, but I'll show you guys some more of the cards I have, so this way you can see the cards. And then I'll show you guys the comics, and you'll know, because you can rewind this video and go back and say, well, wait a minute, I didn't see that card. Well, there, I've already, looking at these cards, I could see multiple ones already. But I have the entire series here. There's fronts and backs. I didn't double them. They're fronts and backs. There's a lot, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, actually, I'm only showing the individual ones because the covers are only individual heroes. So here's another one. And I believe then after that, nope, 2 more pages. I didn't agree with Storm marrying Black Panther. I was okay with it, but, you know, again, I'm not a super... This is the last page because then we get into teams and whatnot. So there are all the X-Men cards. So whoever says they're not based off of the 92 cards I just showed you, X-Men, Marvel, 92 Impel cards, all art done by Jim Lee, all done, happened. If you don't have them in your collection, go on eBay. They're very cheap to find. So we got all the variants. So let's go. We got Doctor Strange 23 with, well, first of all, this is Black Panther issue 16 with Storm. We got Doctor Strange issue 23 with Mr. Sinister. They picked the best art from Jim Lee, I will say that. We got Mighty Thor issue 21 with the Sentinels. Lady Deathstrike is a cover for Miss Marvel issue 20. Fix this. This sold out on Midtown. I don't know if it sold out in other stores too, but Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man issue 2 Psylocke cover. This is one of my favorite covers. I was going to put it on the wall, but I'm like, you know what? It sold out. I can't find another one. I'm not risking the sun bleach or anything else or any type of exposure. Royals issue 5 has Magneto. And these books I'm not going to read. Most of them I have the regular covers too. I'll just end up scotching it up, closing it, putting them away. The Punisher issue number 14, which has Forge. We've got Invincible Iron Man 9 with Colossus. All art is done by Jim Lee. Gwenpool 18 has, unfortunately, Emma Frost. I had to do it. I had to do it because I can't leave one out because it ruins the whole collection then. Thanos 9 as Strongman. I like this cover too. Mike Spider-Slayer actually showed this one, I believe. Captain Marvel has Gambit. This is issue number 9 of Captain Marvel. Cable, issue number 3 has, well, Cable. I mean, I'm sure they have a... I'm surprised they didn't do a variant for Iceman. I was hoping and cringing that I would have to buy an Iceman cover. I didn't have to. However, in October I will, but we'll get to that. My favorite. Mike Spider-Slayer got this too. Uncanny Avengers 25 Rogue. This didn't sell out, but it's one of my favorites. X-Men Blue has Jean Grey. This is issue number 7. And then the same week, let me actually just delve in a little bit. Let me dive a little bit further in. That's X-Men Blue. Jean Grey issue 4 has Phoenix, which is Jean Grey also. So I think that's cool how they found a way to do both Jean covers with the books that Jean's in. Got Weapon X with Warpath. Venom with Polaris. Venom 152 has Polaris. We got Old Man Logan 26 with Professor X. Of course, you have to have Professor X on these. Jubilee is on Gen X4, of course. I don't really agree with the face touch-up they did for Jubilee here. I like, let me show you guys. I'll do this one, that one real quick. I like the way the original one looked a wee bit more. I believe she is on page 3. 4? 4. She's on page 4. I like the way Jim Lee did her face a little bit better. I feel like the touch-up, see her eyes, see how she did her eyes and everything? I believe the touch-ups they did here kind of See how they made the eyes a little wider on the bottom, or maybe the coloring changed it a little bit? I like the way whoever did the coloring for this one, I like her eyes better here. I think that the remake of her face kind of threw the picture off. I'm sorry, it's fuzzy. It's a small card. But that's my only complaint with the Jubilee card was the remake. And then, of course, you know, we have to have a hard time putting it back in. Okay. So that was my only one. Defenders has, oh God, I forget his name. I want to get it right. And I have a feeling he was the one that was just in the X-Men books too. And I'm going to look stupid when I find his name. I am feeling stupid. Shadow King. It's Shadow King. Deadpool, issue 33, of course. Deadpool. I'm surprised that didn't sell out. Bishop is on Amazing Spider-Man, issue 30. We have Mogo on X-Men Gold, issue 7. Mogo will be making a reappearance very, very soon. Shadowcat is on Spider-Man, issue number 18. See, I wouldn't buy these books other than for these. Sabretooth is on Iron Fist, issue 5. Right? 5? Yep. How could you not want this one? Daredevil, issue 23. You tell me. With, oh my God, why did her name leave my mind? Why did you leave my mind? And I had her name in my head, and then it just completely disappeared. And I should feel stupid right now because she's in Weapon X. Jesus. I feel dumb. And I cannot find her in the cards either. Smart. Her name completely just disappeared out of my head. Domino. Proves how much I'm here right now. Live, everybody. That would have been an edit. Champions has, of course, Cyclops. Champions issue 10. Why did I forget Domino's name? I feel stupid now. Mystique is on Avengers issue 9. This is another really awesome cover. Again, the touch-up's kind of a little bit off, but then you got Archangel on All New Wolverine issue number 22 because Angel is in All New Wolverine, so it makes sense. And that's all 29 variants or X-Men card variants for the month of July. We will be coming back in not August, not September, but October because Marvel is doing their first ever lenticular line of comics. 29 books will be lenticular. You can get them now. I believe it's mentioned in previews. Let me show you guys a little bit of the mentioned in previews. But every book has a lenticular, well, 29 books have lenticular covers. Here's an example. There's a lenticular cover right there. They show you what the new picture is, and then you guess what the original cover is. But the lenticular cover basically goes from the newer picture to the picture or the cover it pays homage to. So if you want the lenticular covers, go out, do your pre-orders now, because I do notice that at least one or two of the lenticular covers do sell out super fast. And if you don't want, for example, a book like this, let's say you're an Iron Fist fan and you want that lenticular cover and you don't want it to sell out, get your butt to DCBS, get your butt, even if you got to go to Midtown and pre-order it. I'll tell you right now, pre-order Amazing Spider-Man 789. Alex Ross lenticular covers are awesome. I have my very first comic ever was Superman Forever. Generation X was an underrated series. Generation X, the original, yes. The new one, no. My very first book ever introducing me into comics and Superman was Superman Forever, the lenticular Alex Ross cover. I need to buy a second one so I could put it on the wall because that's where it all began for me. And to have Alex Ross doing a lenticular Spider-Man, you're damn right. I made sure I pre-ordered all 29 of those books, and we'll showcase them at the end of October, like I just did for the X-Men cards. Dark Avenger Comic Book Haul is staying right here on Comic Frontline as per what you guys wanted, and I'm sure a few of those votes to move it to my channel were to get rid of. I don't know if they were there just to be jerky, so I don't care. Frontline won. Congratulations, Dark Avenger. I love how it was. The Dark Avenger Haul is staying right here on Frontline every single week unless a week happens. See, this is what I was saying while I was moving it to my channel. There might be certain weeks where I can't do the haul. If I can't, I'll try to keep any extras we get for the following week. I'm going to really try hard to keep the hauls every week. Maybe I'll do it as a live show format. This is your guys' turn. See, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this right now. We're going to change two things up anyway. Number one, what we're going to do is I'm going to start answering comments because I've gotten a lot of really great comments from my good friends, Peter Barker, which he does. Most of the reviews that I've done for the Frontline, the Dark Avenger reviews, I've never gotten around to answer the comments. So he started putting his ratings for books and stuff in my haul videos. So I'm going to start answering comments. So if you would like to leave me a question in the comments, at the end of every haul video, I will go into the previous week's haul. So this week, which is week 52, I will be answering stuff. Next week. And next week, there's going to be something special. Now, Mike Spider Slayer used a legacy numbering for his haul. That sounds like a good idea. We'll have to play with that and see what we come up with next week. There's a little teaser for you next week. But if you want to leave me any questions, post live, because I've had a lot of really awesome live viewers. Thank you all for the questions and everything. If you want to leave me any questions, Peter Barker, man, if you are watching and you want to leave me your haul for the week and let me know what you thought about the books also, since the review is now my Dark Avenger reviews on my channel. If you want to leave me your haul and what you thought of your books, leave it there. I will be reading your comments next week on the next episode of the Dark Avenger haul. And if I ever have to skip a week, I will still grab the questions from whatever the last Dark Avenger haul video was. I will grab those questions, I'll grab those comments, and I'll bring them over to the next episode. So we're going to start doing the questions and statements and stuff answered again here on the haul video. And also, while you're in the comments leaving those things for me to those questions for me to answer, your tops for me to for me to comment on, you could feel free to leave me what you got that this week. If you want to leave me a list of your books as well, go for it and I'll read it off. I'd love to hear what you guys picked up every week. So questions, your haul for the week, the amount, what books you got, whatever week we're doing the haul video on, anything that you found interesting as far as books. If you want to put a haul and then, like, I got Amazing Spider-Man issue 500. It was amazing. I thought the artwork was great. Awesome book. Feel free to do that. No star ratings or anything. Just let me know if you read the book already. Say, hey, I got this book and I thought it was this. But for this episode also, let me know, do you like this as a live show format? If you do, I can try every once in a while on a Saturday to do a haul video as a live show. Try. If I can't, it will be a video. But again, questions, what you picked up, whatever week I'm doing. And if you want to talk about the books you picked up also, feel free to. Don't leave me gigantic, like, now Peter Barker's comments are a perfect size, but if you're going to leave me something that's exposition long, try to keep it within the comment box at least, okay? If you need reference, go back on any of my other episodes and check out Peter Barker's comments. Those are a perfect size. Anything that's like this long, I don't know if I could get through all that, especially if I have 20 of those. But I want to hear from you, and I want you to feel like you can comment. Questions, ask anything. Comics, games, hauls, things that we got, anything. Your haul, even if your haul is this long, as long as it's a list that's this long, that's fine. But if it's a whole paragraph that's that long, then we're going to have to, I don't know, we're going to have to see if I get a lot of those, we're going to have to start picking, we're going to have to start skimming a lot of it or reading the whole thing first and then seeing what I can pick apart from that to talk about. But I want to hear from you guys, and I will be answering your comments next week. So however many there are or aren't, if there are none, then I won't be doing an end comment thing, but I would love to. I would love to hear from you guys, and I would love to have this little interaction at the end of the haul video again. Let me know if you like it live. I'll try to do another live show soon. I gotta go. A lot of stuff's going on in the background, and also it's almost dinner time, and I'm kind of hungry. Didn't eat much today. I should have. Stupid. Very stupid. Anyway, take care, guys. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will see you guys Tuesday for Frontline Live, Friday for Dark Avenger Live, and if there's a Chris and Brand show in between, you'll see me there too. My channel on Monday will be the Dark Avenger comic book review. I believe we're up to episode 402, so I'll see you guys there. Take care, everybody, and have a great weekend. Keep reading and keep collecting. Later, everybody.